I don't care if people think of me differently from this. I don't care if I'm doing this on my music channel instead of my perfectly good commentary channel. I don't care. I want this to reach as many people as possible and understand when I say the NyanWolf situation is the most nothing burger controversy in existence. This isn't a defense against NyanWolf. This is a why should I care about NyanWolf? See, before I was aware of the situation in full, I assumed this was another child predator situation. Didn't know more, didn't want to know more, end of story. But then I saw a screenshot posted by one of my more slightly immature Discord members, which gave me more context to the situation, and I was confused. Nothing this guy was saying sounded explicitly bad. In fact, this sounded like something I would say. So I decided to ask my server member myself, what did NyanWolf do exactly? Well, he liked feral. Really? That's what we're making a big stir about? An awkward fetish? I will repeat this, and I hope my critics understand that this is not a defense. This is a why should I care? I don't like feral, and I personally don't care about NyanWolf liking feral. Yes, it's disgusting to me, but if I or others are not being outright harmed by it, I don't care. So I will state again, why should I care about some random person who has an awkward fetish, especially if they are not outright trying to promote this to people or pivot it to minors? Now that we have that out of the way, despite people definitely thinking I'm still attempting to defend this person still exists, I'm going to assume the people still watching want the whole picture of when it comes to my opinion. Now, I was shocked, confused even. I even did something that I considered a cardinal sin, which is watch a Sharky Leo video about the topic for context. And despite the flack I give this guy and my server, this was an alright and well-structured video. But I will say, it got me even more confused. Am I missing something? Is there something left out? Where's the part where they peddle this to other people who don't want to see it? Where's the part where they push the boundaries of another person? Where's the part where they groom someone? Where's the part where I should care about this situation? Have we as a community genuinely gotten so bored that we are bashing and hating on a guy for having a fetish? I still feel like I'm missing something. Sharky Leo's video basically boils down to saying NyanWolf is a weirdo and that they need help, which I agree with. If this fetish becomes a thing that generally begins harming people and NyanWolf himself, he definitely needs some help. But to consider someone some sort of scourge on humanity and harboring on this like you aren't going to forget about it in 3 weeks represents the stuff I hate the most about the internet. I don't even feel like NyanWolf should have been called out for this. Because ask yourself, what are you calling out exactly that's worth calling out? Hey, this guy has a weird fetish. If you want my stance on this topic, if it's not children, if he is not peddling this to anyone, if he is not indulging in literal cheese pizza, I don't care. What's next? A Devon Forsaken gets exposed for a scat fetish? Someone gets exposed for liking vor? Oh, I can't wait. And I can't wait for the people getting ready to take me out of context just to call me a weirdo. Anyways, I'm Hellable Hexer. That was my rant, and please, next controversy of the week, let's talk about something other than a weird fetish, please. Thank you.